right, let's start off with the dailies. The Guardian is the very first one we got here for you. Lean administration is the theme. After bloated cabinet, Tinubu okays Oronsaye report merger of MDAs. That was a big one yesterday. So lots of people wondering how that will play out. So yeah, we'll focus on that as well today on the program, so just keep it locked here. And then you also see hardship. FG Labour in emergency talks over planned nationwide protests, also on the front page of The Guardian.
Okay, well, you're looking at this one now. Cost of governance. Federal government adopts Oronsaye report, says no fear of job losses. That's what's on the front page of leadership newspapers this morning. Committee to effect restructuring of agencies in 12 weeks. NCDC, NACA, FRCN, VON, that's Voice of Nigeria, others to merge. The story is on page 4 of the paper. You know, some people will say this is really commonsensical, but at the end of the day, you'll find out that maybe it's not that. We'll see what the next 12 weeks hold. Let's not preempt it. Let's leave it there for leadership newspapers. Ayo.
Well, the interesting angle of this Nigeria newspaper to it is something, as you would often say, for the eye, something like that. Earthquake. Yes, that's the term that this Nigeria newspaper uses this morning. Earthquake, as Tinubu to implement Oronsaye report, orders mergers, scrapping relocations within 12 weeks. So, when I look at it, statutory agencies to be slashed from 263 to 161, 38 agencies to be scrapped, NACA, NDDC to be merged, FRCN, VON become FBCN, NHRC swallows, PCC, among others. Interesting choice of words, wouldn't you say? That's the latest story of this Nigeria today.
Well, Daily Trust, protest in Lagos, Osun, Edo over hardship. FG Labour meeting deadlocked. IG put officers on red alert, warns troublemakers. Begin food importation now, TUC tells FG. So all of that you see on the front page of the paper today.
And Vanguard also is talking about the protest hardship ahead. NLC rally, protest rock Edo, Lagos, Osun. We're talking about the protest here. We're already beginning to see the visuals. The NLC president is already out of the building. I think you're waiting for him to commence that, but just keeping you updated on what exactly is happening around the headquarters of the Nigerian Labour Congress. But that's what the Vanguard is focusing on this morning. Fix economy or resign, Edo CSOs tell Tinubu. Will defend protesters nationwide. Police headquarters places men on red alert nationwide. Warns imposters against hijack. CSOs ask members, Nigerians, to join NLC protest. The story is on page 5 of the Vanguard newspaper. So let's leave it there for the daily.
An interesting angle again on the same protest on the front page of the Blueprint newspaper today. Some weeks ago, I think it was the Observer, Nigerian Observer, that was reporting some kind of crack in the labor movement. But it seems like the Blueprint newspaper is raising that issue this morning. TUC to NLC, your protest not solution to nation's current hardship. What does that mean? The details you'll find on the inside pages. Submits 15-point proposal as long short-term measures. And the second rider, Nance, backs out. FG wants protest shelved. Police operatives on red alert. Details of that continue on page 8. But there's one of them that you'll find on page 6 of the Blueprint newspaper this morning.
Here, Oronsaye report is also the big focus on the front page of the Tribune here this morning. FEC okays full implementation 12 years after, Tribune reports this morning. To merge agencies, departments, lists affected agencies. Staff of affected agencies won't lose jobs. Committee get 12 weeks to perfect legal framework restructuring. FG to pay unemployment benefits to youth. Set up customer credit program. Now, how would that work? Sounds interesting, doesn't it?
So
that's one thing we'll need a lot of commentary, explanation about, so everyone will know how that is also going to work. CSO's protest over high cost of living in Lagos, Edo, Osun, also featuring right there this morning. So, FEC, okay, it's 1 trillion naira for phase 1, Lagos, Port Harcourt, Calabar Coastal Road. So, still ticking right there. That's Tribune today.
And of course, Daily Independent, economic hardship is on their front story. Police assure on safety, security of protesters, warn imposters. Place officers on red alert, ask demonstrators to be peaceful. Civil society leaders back nationwide mass protest, warn detractors, imposters to steer clear of genuine struggle. That's the late story on the front page of Daily Independent. You also see that story there, Constitution Review, Reps Committee to prioritize state police, local government autonomy, women. Oh, we'll see how far they go with that last one. Women inaugurated 43-member committee to submit report in 24 months. That's how we leave it for Daily Independent.
The Nigerian Observer leads with that one of those big stories this morning. Many federal MDAs to be merged, subsumed, scrapped, or relocated as Tinubu orders speedy implementation of Oronsaye report. I'm hoping, Maokwe, that the speedy. There will also be a speedy process of the Constitution amendment. Otherwise, this 12-week position that the federal government has taken on this merger of the MDAs, it's going to be difficult to implement if the Constitution does not align. So let me hope that it's also part of the parade. That's the Nigerian Observer this morning.
Telegraph, cost of governance, 100 government agencies to be scrapped/merged. So that's how New Telegraph reports this morning. They also do have their riders, as always, like some other papers. As FEC OK's execution of Oronsaye report's recommendations, SGF heads harmonization panel